Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, made possible by our exclusive community at Patreon. You're invited to visit patreon.com/RBDR and become a member of our community. I'm Bob Lederer. Those of us in the market research sphere tend to obsess, and rightly so, about process and standards, getting research right the first time and making it reliable. There is concern, but much less concern, about how research might look in general, and polling in particular may look, when they consistently miss the mark, as has been the case in recent years. The concerns about polling in the rest of the world outside market research are varied, and they are evolving. So I found it interesting and important that there's a polling news item from both sides of the Atlantic I wanted to share with you today. Reuters reported that a British House of Lords Committee on Political Polling and Social Media told UK pollsters to upgrade their methods in order to avoid continuing high-profile failures, but then they went further, and not in a good way. They recommended that pollsters develop new methods, quote, to better understand the impact of newer variables such as voters' educational level, age, and attitudes towards policy issues, end of quote. And there's nothing very disturbing there. But committee chairman Lord Lipsey said that unless pollsters get their houses in order, and here is where you should really pay attention, quote, the case for banning polling in the run-up to elections, one which we for now reject, will become stronger, end of quote. The group also recommended greater cooperation between the British Polling Council, which is the UK's self-regulating polling industry body, and organizations like the Electoral Commission and the Market Research Society. The goal of the association, or I should say of the group within the House of Lords, is to get the research community to use the best methodologies, declaration of sources of polling funding, better polls, and open review of polling performance after each general election. Finally, they recommended that the government conduct further research into manipulation of political information on social media. And they said people of all ages should be trained in digital literacy in order to recognize fake news. Meanwhile, here in the United States, Politico reported that the Associated Press is updating its standards in how it covers survey data. It includes de-emphasizing the horse race aspects of election coverage and writing only about high-quality polls. One new key AP rule is that poll results that seek to preview the outcome of an election must never be the lead, the headline, or the single subject of any story. AP will accept some polls in which respondents opt in, but only as long as the survey contains a component in which others are randomly selected. It's nice to know that the world is watching and cares about polling, and at the same time, it's a little bit daunting to realize that the world is putting research on notice to get things right. That's your Research Business Daily Report, made possible by members of our exclusive community on the crowdfunding platform Patreon. Special thanks to all of our current patrons. You can see who they are on the screen to my right. They have told us that they appreciate the work that we're doing at RBDR and want to see us continue with our programming. So if you're interested in joining our community and gaining access to exclusive RBDR perks and services, please visit patreon.com/RBDR and become a patron today. It doesn't matter what size organization you are. You could even be a single-person company and still help us in your own way. Have a great research day. We hope the rest of your research week goes well and that the weekend is a good and warmer one. And we'll see you back here on Monday.